Good day to you wherever you're watching from. In this very short video, I'll be explaining um, threats to internal validity. Um, I would love to start by saying that the purpose of experimental studies is that, and most other non-experimental research, is to enable the researcher to make assertions about the relationship between the independent measure and the dependent, and also be able to make generalization so that apart from the environment the experiment is carried out, the researcher should be able to generalize that if these other variables are put in place elsewhere, the results will be similar to that which was found in the experiment. But it is very important that the researcher takes care of factors that could threaten both internal and external validity in any study, either experimental or non-experimental approaches in quantitative research. I will talk about the internal validity, which refers to the degree to which the observed differences on the dependent variable. Our dependent variable could be achievement, it could be interest, it could be P, it could be temperature. The degree to which the observed differences, when you start the experiment, the dependent variable will be observed. Maybe there's a pre-test, there's a post-test. The achievement in the beginning of the experiment before the treatment was administered, maybe the student scored 7 over 10. And the, the observed difference is that at the end, the student now scored 10 over 10. We are now saying that internal validity refers to the fact that the observed difference on the dependent variable is accounted for by the manipulation of the independent variable and not some other variable. That means what caused that difference, that increase in achievement or whatever it is as a result of the changes that took place in the, by the independent variable caused, not other changes. Most especially in humanities, there are many things that could account for the changes observed in the dependent variable. So what we are now saying is that whatever the cause of the changes, the experiment is internally valid when majorly the changes observed in the dependent measure are accounted for by the variables that are the treatment. Let me give you an example. Let's say a woman goes to a counselor and the counselor says that the woman complained that, oh, my wife comes home late. My husband, rather, comes home late. He goes to maybe a club or a relaxation spot after work, and he comes home late in the night, very late in the night. And the counselor says, okay, change your meals, let it be very interesting meals in the evening, get some things at home, do this and do that so that it will come home. And coincidentally, don't let me say unfortunately, the prices of what they sell in that joint the man goes to relax has increased, and most of his friends also relocated to other joints, and the man stopped going to the joint and started coming home immediately the woman started the experiment. And the woman now went back to the counselor and said, oh, it is working. My husband comes out earlier now. We can't say the reason was because the changes in time of coming home is a result of the thing that was done. So there are many factors that affect the internal validity: history, maturation, testing, mortality, instrumentation, statistical regression, differential in selection of participants. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe and like. Put your question in the comment section. I will take